Here's an updated list of all the celebrities who have lost their home to the LA fires. The list has almost doubled since yesterday, and the list just continues to grow. The Kardashians had to evacuate this morning. As you know, they are in Hidden Hills in Calabasas, and the fire was thought to be creeping that way this morning. So this is what's currently taking place right now in LA. These are the fires that are currently burning. This is the largest one in the Pacific Palisades, which is basically celebrity LA. This is where a lot of celebrities live, and this is why so many celebrities have lost their home. It is only 8% contained, and it has burned around 20,000 acres so far. As you can see, control of these fires is not looking good right now. This is the percentage of how much the fire's contained. This is how much the fire has burned, and these are all the locations currently burning. This is why the Kardashians had to be evacuated. If you take a look at the Palisades fire, you can see it's very close to where Calabasas is and Hidden Hills. As of right now, we had Kim, Kourtney, Khloe, Kylie, Kendall, Kris, and Rob all be evacuated from their homes. Kris and Khloe, of course, live next door to each other, and Kim's house is very nearby. Now, the evacuation apparently was lifted sometime today for this, but it's still not sure if the fire is going to reach Calabasas or not, and no word if they've returned home. They have, however, been thanked by Carousel Restaurant for providing food to firefighters and first responders. This is a picture of some of the food they've paid for to go deliver to the firefighters. There are a ton of celebrities donating money, of course. Jamie Lee Curtis announced that she donated $1 million. The NFL has even donated $5 million to the relief. As for the list of celebrities who have lost their home, the list is long, so buckle in. We know Heidi and Spencer Pratt had lost their home. A lot of people have been posting on their pages because there is currently a GoFundMe going for them, and people are accusing them of being rich and still asking for money. Spencer's being very open about all of this, though, and he said their insurance was actually just canceled a few weeks ago. They had to go with a different form of insurance that does not give them hardly anything for their home. He said his parents, who lost their home, have lived in that home for 30 years. The home cost them $400,000 when they bought it, and they have nothing, no insurance. We know soap star Cameron Matheson shared that he lost his home. Mandy Moore shared the footage of her home up in flames. Billy Crystal lost the home he's lived in for the last 46 years. Paris Hilton announced that she lost her Malibu beach home. Adam Brody and Leighton Meester, their home's been totaled. Ricki Lake shared what she says was her husband and her dream home. Anna Faris lost her home but says she's extremely grateful to still have her family and be safe. Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing shared that she lost hers, as did Star Trek's Denise Crosby, Melissa Rivers, model Carolyn Murphy, Molly Sims. Maria Shriver also mentioned that her whole neighborhood is gone, the schools, the parks, everything. Steve Guttenberg, who was also videotaped by some news agencies out trying to ask people to leave their keys in their vehicles that they abandoned so that fire respondents and including civilians could move cars. Elizabeth Chambers no longer has a home. Anthony Hopkins lost his $6 million California home. Eugene Levy said he's absolutely heartbroken. He raised his children and grandchildren in this home, and the only thing left standing was the tennis courts. The former home of Matthew Perry is no longer standing. Apparently, a real estate developer purchased it just months ago for $8.5 million. James Woods lost his home and actually watched it go up in flames. This is a picture from his backyard. No word on Ben Affleck's home, but we do know he had to evacuate, and he ended up going to his ex, Jennifer Garner's. Rosie O'Donnell lost her home, and she showed a picture from her backyard before they evacuated. She also shared a video when she's evacuating of all the beachfront homes, and they're all gone. Chrissy Teigen announced that she lost her home. She also shared some pictures of when they had to evacuate. Jamie Lee Curtis lost her home, and as I said, she's donated $1 million to the relief efforts. Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg actually had their home survive by some miracle. There were pictures of everything around their homes up in flames, but where theirs were situated, they ended up surviving. So this is a picture of Tom Hanks. You can see the house just above, completely gone, and his untouched. And Spielberg's is beyond these gates, but apparently it's still standing. Jeff Bridges and Tori Spelling's mother, Candy Spelling, both lost their homes. As did Olympic swimmer Gary Hall Jr. He lost his home and said he didn't even have time to collect his Olympic medals. Colby Smulders and Taran Killam lost their home. Miles Teller and Kaylee also shared pictures of the remains of their house. John Goodman's home is completely gone. Beyonce's mom, Tina Knowles, lost her house. Mario Lopez posted that his house is a mess, but it is still standing. Holland Taylor posted that they had to evacuate and they thought their neighborhood was going to be gone, but apparently the wind shifted and they were saved. Brad Paisley and his wife had moved from the area, but they did upload a video showing that the house they just lived in is completely gone. I think he will always be Jack from It Ends With Us to me, but he has also lost his home. His wife was expecting, and he showed a heart-wrenching video of him going back to the remains of what was his house and showing the burned out crib. Celebrity hairstylist Jen Atkin posted a video showing what used to be her home. Mel Gibson lost his home, and he was actually on a flight when he learned that his home was burning. He said you could put his home in an urn now. It's completely gone. Julia Louis-Dreyfus lost her house. Comedian Pete Lee actually watched his home burn on live TV. He went on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon last night and talked about it. Shark Tank's Barbara Corcoran lost her home. Young and the Restless star Melissa Claire Egan. John C. Reilly's home's completely gone. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Bazoma St. John has lost her home. LA Lakers coach JJ Redick's family has lost their house. Celebrity chef Duff Goldman. And the list continues to grow. There has now been 10 deaths in LA because of this, including a father and son. The father was 67 years old. His son had cerebral palsy. They had been waiting for an ambulance that never showed up. Everyone is absolutely devastated, and the people that haven't been affected are seeing views like this from their homes and terrified the fire is going to continue. The winds have not died down, and it is still burning.